Presenting the colors happens every morning here at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland, and everyone stops in observance for this ceremony. As soon as it wraps up, soldiers, physical therapists, and prosthetists return to working hard at saving lives, including their own.
Looks like your workouts are paying off.
10 years ago, Army First Sergeant Chris Roseberry received a prosthetic leg as a result of a motorcycle accident. After that, he returned to the military and served our country overseas.
I was a staff sergeant at the time, so all I knew was the military, so I figured if the Army was still going to let me serve, then I was going to do what I could to serve. So I was able to go back to Afghanistan and take my soldiers down range.
Earlier this year, Chris needed a new prosthetic, which is why he's back at Walter Reed, recovering again.
Leaps and bounds from where it was, 10 years ago when I got hurt. Just like the foot I'm wearing now is probably the most lifelike foot I've worn as a below-the-knee amputee, as far as ankle motion or whatnot. So
You feel like your right ankle is almost like your left ankle.
Exactly. The ankle I have on now will kind of roll with the contour of the ground. So if you hit something hard on the front, it doesn't lock your knee. It just rolls over now. So it's amazing how technology has progressed over a 10-year period.
The prosthetics lab at Walter Reed is where artificial limbs are designed, developed, and fit. Be it a computerized leg, custom running leg, or lifelike limbs.
So that looks a little more difficult.
Yep, more difficult for balance, but feels good, so that's the main thing.
They always say, do your physical therapy. Do you think that really made a huge difference?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we all think we can do things on our own, but then it comes to the point where you're like, I understand what they're saying now, so you have to step back, kind of swallow your pride for a second.
What do you mean by swallowing your pride? What do other people kind of go through, and how did they help you here?
A lot of the physical therapists have seen some, tremendous injuries. So they go through the physical therapy with you, I guess. They know what you're going through, so they put themselves in your shoes, and they also know how to push you, so you know what they're doing is actually helping. I've done everything on my own all my life, so after this injury, I figured I could be, I'll be walking with no time. But without the guidance of all your physical therapists, it's not as easy as what you think.
What does help is the support and sense of brotherhood among these military heroes. Like with Navy Corpsman 3rd Class Ed Bonfiglio. These two and their dogs have become best buddies.